Yes, everybody, good evening and welcome to the Vapecast podcast on the Vape show with myself, #One Job John, with Mr. And me. Hiya, and me. And tonight we are joined by our special guest, Paul, aka Steampugs, aka Pugs. Welcome, Paul, and thank you very much for joining us on the podcast. So,
Good evening, and thank you for having me.
Do you ever get deja vu? Private joke, guys.
Right.
Well, before we get into things, what are you drinking there, buddy?
Well, this time, I'm drinking. For those that don't know, this is take two. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Yeah, it could remain take two. Who knows? Could end up being.
I might even say this again in a minute.
We're rolling now. We're done.
And this time, I'm drinking something else.
And 700.
I don't fucking know what this is. Fuck, things face. This time, I'm drinking Bishop's Finger because it doesn't like a Bishop's Finger in him.
Well, yeah. Is it cider?
No, it's beer.
No, because I've always heard everyone loves a Bishop's Finger in cider.
Hey! Where's my cymbals? Like it.
It's Kentish strong ale. That's Kentish and not Kentish.
That's good. Oh, careful with the words.
Well, it depends on the owner, really, doesn't it?
Well, with me, it would definitely be the latter.
You never know. Right, Mr. Jake Vapes, what are you drinking this evening?
Well, I am just on, as per usual, the whiskeys.
The amber nectar of Jake Vapes. And for myself, it'll be the hop. Northern Irish lager. I'm a lager drinker myself. I'm not into. I find beer a little bit too much. I'm a common man. What can I say? I'm a
you
common
found beer
man.
Too much. Lager
beer. This lager is lager and beer are different. And
you don't like heavy beers.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I like the
craft ales and stuff.
The cheap stuff.
Well, Paul, Mr. Pugs, shall I say? Sorry. Yeah. I've heard through the grapevine that you like, the fruity kind of ales. Like Vaping Bogan, and one of our viewers, Lynn's, she loves all those weird ones. Like fried stuffing with carrots and ice cream on the side.
Yeah, you've heard absolutely wrong.
What? I don't believe it.
I cannot stand beers that taste like fruits and honestly, I've got mates that drink that Aunt Bessie's Roly Poly Stout. I mean, come on. No, I like my beer to taste like beer.
Yeah, fair.
I love hoppy, good hoppy golden ale is my bag, or a bit darker even sometimes.
I say you're not a Newquay fan then. Newcastle.
I wouldn't not drink it. I don't choose to buy it, but there's so many things at the minute. There's so many out there.
That's the easy one to get hold of around my way.
Thing at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you go in like Asda, my missus works in Asda, so we go there every week, and they've got such a huge selection.
She don't work very often if she's only going there once a week.
She works and goes there once a week. I mean, that's one thing I do. But anyway, they've got shelves and shelves of the stuff, and it's like buy 4 and only pay for 3. So that's an excuse to buy 12.
May as well. Exactly. That's it. Mathematics, fibre.
I'd be in there going, so if I bought 8, I'd get 2. But then if I bought 4,
we're saving money here. We're saving money. Keep them coming.
That's it.
Sometimes I just go with the shopping trolley and just I couldn't work it out. So
give me one of everything.
That's it. You just charge me. So tell the lovely viewers a little bit about yourself again, please.
The 5th time. For those that don't know me, of which there no doubt be millions of you, because I was more well known for my writing reviews back in the day. Did that for about 5 years. I used to review for all the major companies, and on my own site and on all the forums, all the vape forums and all the socials. It was all over there. Got a bit of notoriety for it. Won a few Easter Click Awards for it.
Nice.
Then I opened a vaping forum called Vaping Community Forum and e-liquid mixing calculator with 2 of my friends. That's still going. I don't review anymore. I gave up. Weirdly, I struggled for finding the time to do it because it's really time consuming. Especially writing reviews. Each one would take me like 18 hours to do. So that's my weekend gone. Do you know what I mean? It's like
how detailed? Because apologies.
No, you won't. I mean, we run in different circles, so my reviews are very different than anybody else out there that was doing written reviews. Mine were kind of funny and full of funny gifs and very big, very long, very detailed.
Yeah.
Victor Mullen did a little piece on me once a couple of years ago. I didn't even know he was a fan. He was a fan of my stuff, but he did this 20-minute talking about me thing. And he said that these are some of the most in-depth written reviews he's ever seen, yet he will piss yourself laughing throughout.
Well, that's an important thing, isn't it? You've got to have something about...
I'll take it. Well, I did something different. Nobody else was doing anything like I was doing. And I did it for ages. And it was ace. I used to enjoy it, but it got to the point where my weekend was gone from doing that. And I have to look after the kids at the weekend because Mrs. works. So
yeah, one day a week at Asda.
Exactly. So I'm sat in the office typing away while the kids are just destroying the house for hours on end. So I just thought, you know what? Weirdly though, when I decided to quit was when I had a year off work because of the pandemic. I had all the time in the world to write, and I didn't want to do it. So plus the vaping scene changed so much.
Yeah.
Of reviewers weren't getting the kind of things that we like to review very often.
Yeah.
And I only realised this actually on our show the other week when I was saying it. I've not actually told anybody that I've retired, and I'm still not getting anything. So it went from Legion Vape said it best. He said he went from getting 2 or 3 items a week to getting 2 or 3 items a year. It went like that.
Yeah, I've noticed a decrease. But I've noticed
disposable if it's not a pod kit or a disposable or an AIO, which I refuse to review, you weren't going to get anything.
Yes. Well, I was going to say I've noticed a drop in. I don't want to put myself or John or yourself on a pedestal, but you were getting less and less of the proper reviewers, promoters, etc., and it was going more towards, we'll just send it to these random people that have a Facebook group, and they'd review everything, and they were all 10 out of 10s.
There are people that will review literally anything, and my hats off to them. If that's what they want to do, as long as they're honest and they keep honest with it, I have absolutely no problem. The problem with me was that for me to put that much, it's hard to describe if you haven't read one of them. For me to put as much effort into my reviews as I used to, I had to feel something for the thing I was reviewing. Mine were 98% good reviews because I already knew it was good before I reviewed it. And if I knew it was shit before I reviewed it, I wouldn't review it.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
To make it funny and to have a theme about this, whatever it is I'm reviewing, I have to like it.
Yeah.
It does certainly help if there's the passion behind it, and as you say, that's the problem at the moment with
and that's what it was. And the way it changed so dramatically 2 years ago, I wasn't interested in anything that was coming out, or very little. Not anything, but very little.
How long ago did you say, sorry?
What, when I gave up, or
no, when you were not seeing any new products really?
I'd say probably 2 or 3 years ago. What it changed to AIOs first. Then it's obviously the disposables, which I don't particularly have an issue with. They have the place, just not with me.
Yeah.
That's as soon as it's a big money maker, and at the end of the day, they are businesses. They're there to make money, and as long as it gets people off the cigarettes, I have absolutely no issue with it. And that's what disposables do. So you can't hate them. It's just that they weren't for me, and they didn't see what I was doing.
I can hate him. I can hate him.
Yeah, you say the other guy in white. He's not so much a fan of.
Well, we say that. I used to say that all the time, but there's the thing about but kids are tanning them, and it's bad because it's bringing kids into vaping. Well, I was a kid, and I used to smoke, and most kids used to smoke.
Yeah, so they're going to do something
because kids are kids.
Yeah.
And I would rather vape to disposable than smoke a cigarette. So,
there is a lot of arguments to they shouldn't do either.
No,
but if there is a better two evils,
they will.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's kind of human nature, in the teenage years. There's going to be something that you're going to, and as we know, or maybe they don't, maybe they think they're rebelling, but actually this is a much healthier alternative to what they could be doing. So,
there is there's the fake ones that can literally kill you. So we don't, but that's a different side to it altogether. The legit disposables, as long as they are getting people off smoking, great. That's why most of us who are in the category that we're in now, as in we're on YouTube shows and we do reviews and all that kind of stuff, we're the kind of people that are supposed to be pushing people into not smoking. we're the ones that are set in the way. So, yes, I can't hate them because of that. They're just not for me.
No, for definite. Well, I was going to say, I was trying to find it then. The amulet. Do you remember the UL?
They tried to give it away on our show for about 8 weeks running.
And that was a watch, and that had appealed to kids because it was stealthy.
Yeah.
There's this. I don't know if you can see that.
I do remember that.
Yeah, and it lights up, and it's got voice, and that had appealed to kids. And then little pods like this, that had appealed to kids. Disposables, everything will appeal if it has something about it. So there's no way to stop kids getting into vaping. But like you said, I agree. I'd rather...
Exactly.
I was probably 12 when I started, and I regret it.
Yeah, probably. About the same.
Yeah, I was 14 when I started smoking.
So what was that? 1890-ish?
Well, let's just say I smoked for 20 years, and then I switched to vaping, and I've been vaping for about 2 weeks now.
All right, so a couple of questions I've got lined up. I don't know, John, do you want to go first, or?
No, you reel off yours, and then
I'm going to have a light shone in my face.
Oh yes. So on the
heartbeat and everything.
December. The Easy Click Awards, you did mention it briefly.
Yeah.
Maybe in this one, or both. Maybe in the one where I can't remember.
In the secret edition.
Sorry, guys, there was a pre-recording issue. But the Easy Click Awards, where did you rank? Because I thought you got 5, but it may be more, it may be less. I could be.
Awards? I never got more than silver. I got second.
Okay.
In the last one, I was going to do second. They're all podium finishes. I've got 5 altogether. They're all podiums. They're seconds and thirds. I never got second ones. But in my defence, I'm saying my defence. That's amazing anyway. Just to get nominated is amazing.
Yeah.
But to get a podium is, at the time you don't. The first one I ever got was a bronze, and I was like, oh my word, Jesus, you kidding me? But I'm up against, in my category, I was up against Mooch. I mean, come on. I'm not saying it was a runaway win, but it absolutely was.
Battery God, it's like, ooh.
He should have been in his own category. In fact, just give him a services to the industry.
Yeah, exactly. Services to the planet.
The other guy that I was always up against was Neil Humber, who was the editor of Easy Click.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, passed away not a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
He was a good friend of mine. So every year, it was me and Neil battling for second and third. It was fun. It was just banter,
Yeah.
But
so
both pair of us used to pull a pile of votes out of the bag at last minute. Just, it was just fun.
What was the category?
For blogger written reviewer, I think. But I got a couple of awards for the forum and the mixing calculator as well.
Well, it's nice to get a bit of recognition. I mean, it's we don't do these things for that, but at the same time, if it comes your way, then it's just nice to know that you're doing the right thing and you're popular with what you do.
Well, I never expected any of the notoriety that I got ever. I got a text message one night from somebody and said, "Congratulations on the Vaping with Vic thing." Because Vic, if you're in the UK, he's the biggest, well-known.
Yeah, quite a long way.
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Have you not watched his show?" I don't watch anybody's show. It's just like a 20-minute piece on just you. It's like, what? And I went and watched it, and sweat was pouring down my face.
I was going to say.
Anxiety attack. Oh my God, what? Why? And then Brian Herb. If you know Brian Herb, his Vaping Chronicles.
Yeah.
The guy that designed the top sides and all that. He was talking about me on his show as well, and he turned out to be a fan of mine. And I'm just like, what's going on?
You're just doing what you do, and
I was doing something different that nobody else was doing, and apparently I was good at it. So
I think awards. There you go. Yeah. So, best Facebook group.
Oh, that's one. Yeah.
That was a bronze. A best vape. This is a very pixelated picture. So best vape something blogger. I'm going to guess best vape writer / blogger.
Yeah.
Then best blogger / vape writer, best blogger, best vape forum. So you had the forum, the group, and then
recognition all round.
Yeah, I've been around a while.
Brilliant. How long have you been vaping for?
I think it's about 11 years now.
Did you how did you go from just being a vapor into starting out actually as a reviewer?
Well, I started off doing my own mixing. Once I realised that actually, it goes a little bit before that. The first time I bought a sub-ohm tank, which was the Kangatech sub-ohm tank, and a bottle of the original Mother's Milk by Suicide. What they're called? Can't remember. Whatever they are, the original Mother's Milk, and I bought that, and I realised that from that minute on, this is going to cost me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because going through a bottle of it every 2 days, and it was at the time he's talking like 25 quid for a 30 ml. Do you know what I mean? So I started mixing. So when I started mixing, I got onto the ELR forum, and I became quite well known on there, basically just for being a bit of a dick, and making people laugh, and that's what I was doing. And I won a competition for Rip Chipper's first RDA, the Pharaoh, I think it was. And I won it from Heaven's Gifts, and they said, if you don't mind, do a little piece on ELR for it, a little review, and we'll send it you. So they sent it me. I did this review, and it was really light-hearted, kind of funny, put a few GIFs in there, made it quite entertaining, and everybody just really, really dug it. Like, they're saying, you should do this. You absolutely should do this. I never thought about it, but at the time, it was like, and Heaven's Gifts said, well, we'll send you something else if you want to do it, because that was good.
Yeah.
So at the time, I was just like, well, you're just going to send me free stuff, and you want me to just do a little write-up?
Yeah, just write up.
I mean,
literally, for the first few months, I was all about the free shit. I was like, Christ, yeah, of course I will. Send me what you want. Send it me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I wasn't quite expecting them to send as much as they did. And it became a job. Then you it's not long before you realise that actually this is quite hard work, and you need to be slightly serious with it. Even though you can take the piss, you can be funny and do what you're doing, but you've got to be honest, and you can't just like it just because they sent it you, and it's not about the free shit. And that soon changes. It's soon you're turning stuff down. Like, I don't want to do that crap, and I'm not doing that crap. And I even emailed him and said, I've just had a look at this. It's got major problems with it. I can review it if you want, but it's going to be a bad review. It's not going to do either me or you a favour. So what do you want me to do? They'd always say, don't bother.
Yeah.
Do it.
I kind of get your point, but I will, like, still, if I'm sent something, I will always give an honest review. Yeah. But even if I've heard bad things, I'd still want to try it, because you can never totally, you know.
But 9 times out of 10, it's because it's crap.
I see a lot of reviews now from like viewers and up and comers or whatever you want to call them, and they'll be like, so I went out and bought this. It's all right. It's like a 6 out of 10. But then you can tell when they've had it delivered or free, or they've won a giveaway, because it's guys, you would have seen that I won this. It's 10 out of 10. And you have to take it all with a pinch of salt. You know what I mean?
You can't do that. You just cannot do that. The problem with me was I physically and mentally couldn't do a bad review. Slight lie. I've probably done about 3 or 4.
Okay.
But there was usually reasons for it. I couldn't get into it. Yeah. And I had to feel. Yeah, no,
I mean, I guess especially when you're writing that much, you need to have a little bit of love for it. Writing about, spending all that time writing about something that you've really not enjoyed.
There is the argument that people need to know if it's crap. Yeah, well, go and watch the other reviewers then.
Yeah.
I would say if there's enough. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
Was the any juice reviews, or was it always hardware?
No, I did. I did a little stint with Planet of Vapes. I was a writer for them, for Planet of Vapes, for a while. Did some of their juice reviews, and I've also, because I'm in the mixing community, I've got a lot of friends that have. I've got one very good friend that owns DIY flavor chasers in Canada, who just do the one shots, and the mixers there. It's every best mixer in the world she has on the books.
Fantastic.
And I've done a bunch of them for her in the past. I'm in there now. I've got mine there, and they're now in the UK actually as well. Okay. They've opened up a subsidiary over here, so you can get them over here now. You don't have to pay the Canadian shipping
and all that.
Yeah.
Always a key.
Was that Suicide Bunny?
It was Suicide Bunny. Thank you very much.
There we go. Right. Okay. That would bother me. All right. Cool. John.
Well, I was going to say, so I've got 1,000,001 questions in my head, so I'll start with what you're vaping on right now. So I'm I'm assuming it's not going to be a pod system from what you've said so far.
Well, you know, if I mean, we don't really watch each other's shows. If you did, you probably wouldn't ask that question.
Okay.
Because I tend to travel very heavily.
Ah, nice. Right, show me the array.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll start with my. I've been into lipos for about 7 or 8 years. I love my lipos. I've got my Steampugs lipo, which is engraved. It's got.
Oh, nice! Yeah.
This was a gift from one of the guys that I run the forum with. It was a wedding gift when I got. Well, it was supposed to be a wedding. It's a long story. It's a 50th birthday wedding gift with the Asgard on it.
Nice present.
In that, I've got.
Oh, you're not showing the innards.
Who's it that made it?
Inside it?
No. I meant take the battery cover off.
Okay, I can do that. If you want to see it,
we like the nitty gritty.
So
I like to see the chunkiness of the cableage. You know what I mean? I like the innards.
This is my favourite mod at the minute, and has been since I've had it. I've had it about 1.5 years now, and it's just a gorgeous piece of. I love it.
Yeah.
In that, I've got. Have you tried the Serendipity range yet?
No.
Have you heard about them?
I've heard about them, but no, I haven't tried them.
I haven't.
Mate.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
Right. One sec.
Here we go. Where have you heard about them, John? I've not even heard the name slightly.
I saw them on Instagram.
Right. Serendipity, right?
Yes.
This is a range that's been made by a guy called Mike, who works for Whitlicker. I'm sure you know Whitlicker.
Yes.
No clue. No,
never heard of him.
Do they make mods? I don't know.
So Mike's brought a range of 4 liquids out that are nostalgic from, and I can't even tell you how well they've been done. It is. Okay. I've got mates who have got ranges out on the market. They're probably not going to like me for saying it, but it is probably the best retail set of liquids that I've had for years.
Okay.
Definitely pre-TPD.
I was going to say it's certainly been of last couple of years. There has definitely been an absolute flood of nothingness.
Well, I mean, you'll see with the ones I'm vaping tonight. But that in that mod, I only ever have since I've had it. I've had Golden Sunset, which is an apple pie and custard.
Did you just say that the Serendipity is better than pre-TPD, i.e.,
it's as good as?
Right. Okay. Because I
can't.
Every flavour that I used to love, like I don't know if you remember Naked Fish.
I remember the name. I never tried it.
I absolutely love them when I could get 3 milligram and sometimes having a rough day 6 milligram. But now it's 0. I swear they've changed the recipe. Something's gone wrong, and it's
everyone changed the recipe. Everybody, everyone changed the recipes.
I mean, like yeah, they'll change it to compensate, but they went ugh. Like,
honestly, there isn't one liquid. There's not one liquid that got changed that everybody used to love that is still nice. Mother's Milk, the original Mother's Milk was dappy as fuck. As soon as it went and they changed, it was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Because everyone was scared about all this popcorn lung crap that was going about, and so everyone changed everything in their liquids, which, by the way, is the best stuff in their liquids, and put it for this version 2 of it that had none of the dappy stuff in it, which is just rubbish. Can't have it. Doesn't work. So, which is that's the bonus of being a mixer.
Yeah.
Put dappy in it. So anyway,
next item. What we got?
I've got the Steam Crave PW 1.5 with the Asgard and the Trinity gas clap.
Nice.
Say it wrong again. Say it wrong on my show every week. I say gas clap. Glass cap.
Yeah.
Gas clap.
Glass cap.
Own it, man. Yeah. Own it.
It's like a Trump. It's like another name for a Trump. Gas clap.
Well, John's forever on the Dove pin. I don't know if you've ever heard of that one.
Yeah. It's a classic.
It happens.
It's a classic, and I've just gone with it.
In that, I've got Serendipity Vanilla Sky, which is their version of a custard. You won't taste another custard like this. Well, you will. There's one out there that I know about, and it's just the most baked, grilled dairy flavour that you'll have. It's fucking gorgeous.
See, that just sounds rank to me because I'm not a kid.
It does. Well, do you know what? It's hard to explain. I had this because to me, it's like the skin off a rice pudding.
Oh, that sounds horrible as well.
Which to me is, have that.
I used to have there used to be family fights over the skin on the rice pudding. So,
exactly, the dark bits on the skin. Yeah. Honestly.
Literally, all I'm hearing from you two is, you ever licked a bumhole? It's pretty alright, isn't it? Try this.
Hey, don't knock it till you tried it.
Yes, and it doesn't taste like that. So, Serendipity Sweet Nirvana, which is a lemon sherbet. There is no sherbets out there at the moment that taste as much of a sherbet as that one does. There isn't.
Oh, we will need that because I don't know if you've heard of Fruit Mist.
No.
That is a solid 9.4, 9.5 out of 10 for the sherbet. Like, genuinely.
This is 100% 10. 100%.
Okay.
So you need to get that one.
I was going to say,
I'll make a note of that.
I was speaking to, we had Mike on our show last week, and Sweet Nirvana, this one is edging the bestseller out the fall on its own. So
I'm making a note. Sweet
Serendipity.
Sweet Nirvana. Sweet Nirvana by Serendipity. Make a note of that. And in that, I'm vaping that on another one of my Steampugs lipos with another Asgard, with another Trinity glass cap. Said it right.
No gas clapping.
Where's my... Oh, yeah. Got my... it's a creation by me. I didn't make the mod. I just customized it. This is my...
yes.
I call it blood orange with the bullet holes, and I resined the front of it and put lights in it and shit.
Yeah.
So, with one of Brent's Valhalla tops on that. And in that...
Brent, what does Brent do? Is he in
Brent
as well? Yeah.
He's bearded Viking. He does. He makes all custom mods and stuff. He's a bit of an everything really at the moment. He's got a drip coming out as well, by the way.
Creative genius, that man. Definitely love his work.
Yeah, South African guy. He's a top bloke, but my word, you can't shut him up.
He's
a good mate of mine. And in that one, I've got Serendipity Airy Vibes, which is a rum and raisin ice cream. Oh my God, it's so good.
Rum and raisin ice cream. Okay.
I know. To be fair, I don't like rum. I hate raisins. I never have rum and raisin ice cream, and I don't like cold in ice cream liquids either. This has got all that, and it's absolutely
you still like it?
It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. I think that's all the
stuff off my shelf.
So what would you be carrying around on the daily? Would you carry a lipo on the daily?
Oh, you're getting sick of my collection. I've not even started.
You still got more. Keep it coming. Keep it coming.
Are you kidding me? I've just scratched the surface.
Just dive deeper.
A new one on me, actually. I only got this today. This is the Vape Araya, is it? With the own boy.
Yes, I think
they did with own boy the Araya. With the Nightmare idea and that. In that, I've got another amazing range from friends of mine, which is the Black Rose Elixirs range. This got Carmilla in this.
Is this a paid promote? What's going on here? Yes, a mate of mine.
Well, I've got friends that have got liquids out, and because I get them because of that.
Well, while you do that, let me just comb my beard. You know what I mean?
Oh, with a bearded Viking resin beard comb.
Oh, yes.
Nonetheless. Beautiful.
Available in stock from VVS.
My beard's not big enough to even warrant that.
And you could do the
it's not.
I use my hairbrush actually. I just do my hair and then just do.
I say it's just they're pretty crap.
They are nice. They are nice. I didn't want to lose the weight in the package by getting one of them instead of getting one of these things.
Yeah.
Axe stands and stuff.
Oh yes. What's the butt face, butt head? Oh fucking, what's it called?
Hulk.
No, there's one that's like a
dick butt.
What?
Dick butt.
Dick butt. That was it. Yeah.
I've not seen that one, and I got his new one, which is
yes. What did he land on for that? Because he had a name competition for it. What did it?
I don't know. Actually, was it not just him? It's him, isn't it? It's supposed to be him.
Yeah, no, he did a competition to name it. So it's got Skulk, and they've all got their own names. He did a competition to name that particular Atty stand. But
honestly, I've absolutely no idea. I made one this week, actually.
We spoke to him while he was doing whilst he'd had some entries, but he hadn't decided on what it was going to be.
I made a resin Atty stand this week.
I saw that there with a skull, and the RDA basically sits in its mouth.
Yeah.
Like it.
I spent 3 hours sanding that though.
Bloody hell, when are you going to finish it?
I took it to 10,000 grit. Fuck you. Anyway, so that was Black Rose Carmilla, which is really, really good. I've got the Odin 200 with the Armageddon. In that, I've got a Black Rose Black Bess, which is a fruity one. I've got the no, it's not in that one. It's in that one. little tiny little bomb, the Wismac Relou.
I was going to say that's the Gen 2.
With the Tauren Max RDA with the glass edition. In that, I've got Amatorium's Candle Mint Cake. The Amatorium range of liquids, all of them are amazing, incredible.
Amatorium.
Amatorium, the guy's called Net Reality. These are mixers that have broken through into the retail world, so you really are getting.
Well, that's the thing is, there's so many brands around, and it's knowing which ones are actually.
Crap. They don't taste like what they're supposed to taste like. When you're getting a range from a verified mixer, you know that they're going to taste like what they're supposed to taste like.
Yeah.
So and Graham, the guy that does Amatorium liquids, one of Grim Green's favourite liquids of this year is one of Graham's Amatorium liquids, which is Raspberry Ripple. I mean, that's pretty good accolade. That's not bad.
I think rather than me writing these down, I think you need to hook us up so we could do a review on these. They're sounding like.
You can absolutely. Well, yeah, these are my friends. These are the people I knock around with every day. And another one is obviously Nevins. If you don't know who Nevins is arguably the best mixer in the UK at the minute, probably. And he's got his own range of liquids out called Ancient Elixir. You've heard of these, so that's Nevins. That's one of my best mates, Nevins. His trifle out of this range is just phenomenal.
I'm not a trifle fan, but
it tastes more like trifle than trifle does. I know. That's what I thought. How has he even done that? No idea. In that, I've got his blush, which is strawberries and cream, staple diet for most.
Yeah, no.
I've got the double barrel with the nada in it. In that, I've got Nevins's Blue, which is his version of the Heisenberg, which is so much better than Heisenberg. If you like that kind of thing.
A wide, very eclectic range of flavours for your daily.
Do you know, I used to be just desserts, but because I've got mixer friends and they put me onto these things, it's nice to go from one contrast to the other. Yeah. So if you're only just vaping creams all the time, it's nice to have some kind of really cold fruit that'll bring you back again. And then when you go back on the creams, they taste better.
Yeah. No,
so I've learned that only relatively recently, actually, after all the years of me vaping. And then I go on to mine, which I haven't got the bottle here, but I have my own range of one-shots out as well. Nice. I've got the Creator with the Steam Crate Glass V2 in it. In that, I've got my Cereal Steam, which is a cornflakes and milk one, which you can get from DIY Flavor Chasers. My White Rabbit, which is getting some traction at the minute, a big bottle of, which is a white chocolate custard.
Ooh. I was going to say, is that really steeped or really high nip? Or
that was made last night.
I was going to say, is that the vanilla then?
That's the no. Well, I've got a game changer homogenizer for mixing. So that's like a 4-week steep in 60 seconds.
Nice.
I've got that in the L200 with the Blotto Max.
Do you like the L200?
I do. I don't like the Aegis range full stop because I've never had as many mods as the Aegis range break on me. They are the most unreliable mods ever. This is my second one because the first one went back.
Of the L200, yeah.
Of the L200, so this is probably about 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that's probably 3/4 of its way through its life.
It's a sad thing about the mainstream market at the minute.
I was going to say, Aegis, the L200, I think is worse quality-wise than sturdiness, etc., than the first version of it.
The first version was the best one. The 26650 original one was the best one.
Yeah, and this one, the new one you've got has a metal plate on top where you screw your Atty, but it screws into a plastic plate that's underneath it. Why? Why?
You know what I do like? I like the look.
Yeah, but that's
the look.
It doesn't bring it back, Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. The crap. I only bought it because it was all silver, and I wanted something all silver for the Blotto. That's the reason I bought it. I knew I like crap. I must have broken. I'm not joking. 12 Aegis.
Cop knocking it.
Supposed to be, yeah. And it's a shame when one of the big things, the big adverts for it is supposed to be
durability.
Yeah,
durability, and it's not.
I just still can't believe they've screwed the metal into a plastic chassis, and it's just
It's geek vape, man. It's geek vape.
No, but the previous one was all metal. Like, how is this an improvement? They're going. But anyway, yeah.
It's the Chinese. They will work out ways of screwing more money at you.
Make it no nice and, yeah.
It's what they do. In the vaping world, it's what they do. That's why disposables are so popular, because they make so much money out of it.
I still don't get how they've suddenly. Well, I kind of have a grasp of how they've become so popular, but they went from nothing to
cheap and easy to make. Cheap and you've got the people that don't have to care about anything to do with vaping.
Can sell them without any issue. Yeah, no, I get that, but like Stig, they were not the first, but they had a good 3 years in the market where they never got to success such as Geek Vape or
no, and do you know what? They never broke either. Or anything. That's actually quite reliable. But it's also people are inherently lazy these days.
Very much. It's all about convenience.
It's all about convenience. Massively about convenience. They don't want to have to learn. I think what people don't realise is that what we do, me and you guys and everybody in my circle and all that kind of stuff, is probably about 4% of the entire vaping community.
Yeah.
About the whole vaping world.
We're barely a blip.
No, we are such a small part of it. The vast majority is people that buy disposables that don't really care about us, don't know who we are. They don't give a shit about anything. They just want to go there and buy something and say something mild, like melon.
And that's the frustrating thing for me where the disposables is concerned. Well, there's many of them, but the main one is just that they are actually so good for so many people in the respect of being able to pick it up and use it and it work. As opposed to playing around with coils because it's not quite sat right, going through all of those trials and tribulations as we did, and there's none of that. You just use it and then you get another one, and it's.
I see a lot of people messaging, and I see it on groups on Facebook and everywhere where they go, "Got the new watermelon ice, got the new strawberry, blah blah blah, whatever." And then people are messaging saying, "Oh, can I buy a box of 20?" It's like, why are you buying that many? Just buy a rechargeable and that flavour from any mixer.
It's not. I mean, we can point them in a way that's better than what they're doing.
Yeah.
If they want to get more out of it, that's kind of where we are now. That's all we can do. We can say, if you're really, really enjoying that, I can show you a better way, and it will save you money in the long run.
Well, we are trying our best because we were doing a deal with a rechargeable and a salt. So a normal disposable now is £10, maybe just over. We were doing a rechargeable and a salt for 15, and that would last you, I reckon, just new into vaping, a 10ml salt, 2 days, maybe 3. And in that time, you'd have spent 30 quid on 3 disposables. So you've saved your money, and then you're just buying a salt for 3, 4. But it's still an uphill battle with some. You know what I mean? There's always that.
You kind of get it, though, straight off the bat. The kind of people you can't help. And the kind of people you can.
Yeah.
The people that I know outside of the internet, I work with a bunch of lads that all vape. I've been the go-to man for them for years and years and years. So they're all okay now because they're into rebuildables now. And
it's the thing, it's knowing someone that's got the knowledge, isn't it?
It's knowing someone that can point in the right path.
Yeah.
Most people don't have them.
Are we through? Have we covered your range now, or have we still got?
I'll leave it.
There's still
more.
Limited to an hour for this. You know what I mean? We could potentially do a part 2. You know
just on your collection.
If there's enough interest in this, and guys that are watching now, make sure you subscribe, make sure you've liked, head over, give some love to Pugs. He's got a YouTube. You've still got a Facebook group. I don't think you're active now.
I do have a Facebook group called Steampugs, which is just for my one-shots, which I don't really do anything with, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm on Savage Simon 62's show every Saturday. That's the main thing I do now.
Okay.
And I'm also visiting. I'm always in the back room at Brent's shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and try and keep myself busy. My missus works evenings, so once the kids are sorted, this is me.
That's it. Time on your hands.
Yeah, well, to the people watching, go give him a follow, subscribe, drop a comment. Any questions you've got for him, we'll pass them on. Or Pugs, I don't know if you'll check the YouTube and watch? Because hopefully you've subscribed to the Vape Show Live.
Of course we do. Of course we do. Come on.
Obviously.
Obviously.
What's the link again?
Yeah. And also, come and join the forum if you want to know more about vaping. Vaping Community Forum. There's a great bunch of knowledgeable guys on there, so they can learn a lot. And if you mix your own liquids, come and check out our calculator. It's in our opinion, it's the best one out there.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Very, very bold.
Flavor Chaser UK, is that what you said your shots are available from?
The Flavor Chaser UK, it's a very limited range in the UK at the minute. It's great. It's going to grow. I mean, it's when I say it's new, it's a month ago it started over here. It's been out in Canada for years. So all of our ranges are out in Canada. On this side of the UK, there's probably only a couple of each of us at the moment. Because they're pretty limited. But it's the best one.
Where are you making them?
Where do I make them? I've got my own mixing room in here. So no, I don't make them. I don't make the ones that are on the website.
Right, yeah.
There's a guy called, do you know Sherlock Holmes? You ever heard of him?
I know Sherlock Holmes, as in like...
Not him. You've got Sherlock Holmes on this side. He's a well-known mixer, really well-known mixer. He's got his clean room where he does the UK side of it. In the Canada side of it, you've got Zippy, who's got a clean room there. She does her ones there.
Okay.
So, no, I don't make them. They're not.
No. I was just clarifying if they were UK or flown from Canada. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. And they're all ISO clean room, or just Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. And I don't know when this is going to be uploaded, but for anyone that is watching right now, yes, we are all drinking. But if this goes uploaded at 7 a.m., this was recorded in the PM, guys. This was recorded in the PM, just in case.
It is night time, Dave. It is night time. You don't need to worry about that.
I hardly ever drink at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Hardly.
Yeah, I don't either. Honest, guys, it's 9 p.m. Love it. So, a couple more questions, a little bit more fun. What is the best thing you found in vaping? So it could be a device and a person. So I'm glad I met this guy. He steered me towards, etc. Could be this juice. What was the best thing you've discovered, came across?
Generally, across the entire vaping universe that I've known for the last 11 years, the best thing I've discovered is the people.
Okay.
The friends that I've made in this community have become I consider them some of my best friends. Nice. So even though I've not even met most of them, in fact, out of anybody that I do all this kind of stuff with, I haven't met any of them in real life.
You've not met Brent?
I've not met Brent yet, no, because at the expo, we are all meeting in one weekend. So nice. I'm meeting. I've got my friend that I used to know from the ALR days, Wafdam. He's the guy that does the forum with me. One of the guys that does the forum with me.
Okay.
He's from Australia, and he's going to come and live with me for 10 days before the expo.
Nice.
I've not met him yet.
Is this May Birmingham?
May 27th, yeah. May 27th this year.
Everyone I bet John is absolutely fuming because he wants to meet Brent, and we're not going. We've exhibited at the last 3, and we're not going to this one. So
met Brent, but didn't.
It's going to be epic.
We weren't the. Yeah, I mean, effectively, we started stocking Brent's acrylics because I absolutely loved. I saw the Skulk at the expo that we're at, and ever since then, it was like, got to have this guy's equipment. It is just fantastic, and we were lucky enough to get hold of it. And we've built a relationship, but that was after having the face-to-face, and obviously with circumstances and what have you, it's been very difficult to meet anybody in the last couple of years. So. Be nice to have a catch up with people.
That's why this one's going to be special, because even though we've been, I've only been doing Simon's show for a year. I had my own show before that, but even those people, we've not been able to meet each other, so we've not had any opportunity to do it. So for the last 2 or 3 years, everyone that I do all this kind of stuff with, we are all meeting at the expo.
I'm kind of really gutted that I've already decided I'm not going to the May one, and now it's too short notice for me to. Or is it?
No, probably. Do you know, if you do this, probably not. If you get hold of Kim, who does the Vape Expo tickets, and tell her who you are, we've all got press passes.
Oh no, we can get tickets and get there. But my issue is sorting out transport, someone to look after my dog. Yeah.
Hotels now. Hotels are booked.
Yeah, that'd also be a top and tail with you or Brent. You know what I mean? No issue.
I'm going with the wife. I'm going with my wife's coming as well, so no, you're not.
I could go on the edge.
There was 3 in the bed and the little one said.
All right, so that was a nice one. This one's a little bit worse. What is the worst or the most hated thing in the community or in vape? Because I'd give the same answer to what you just said for the best, for both ends of the scale.
I think I've had a pretty lucky run. I have met some particularly toxic people, but not many. There hasn't been many, but the ones I have met have been particularly
top level. Yeah,
top level, not bad. But I'm not into drama. I've never been into drama, so I stay clear from it, and I stay in my lane with my people, and I love that. So I would say, what's the worst thing about the vaping community?
Well, maybe not the community, maybe just vape in general. So it could be vaping in general. No, it could be a juice.
My hatred, my number one hatred in the vaping industry, is people who bring out ranges of liquids that clearly don't taste like they're supposed to, and have had no effort put into them. They are just literally out there with a label on, and they are garbage. And people will spend 20 quid on a bottle of it.
A cash grab.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because we've got our own liquid. This is called 21. Now, can you guess the flavour?
No.
I play poker.
Okay.
21.
Yep, tastes just like cards.
Blackjack.
There you go, yeah.
Nice.
So, we named all our juices stupidly, so every time someone was in a shop and wanted a bottle, like, what's that? Person behind the counter. It's 21, which is it's blackjack. Just say. But genuinely, John absolutely hates it, but I love blackjack. And
it's blackjack. Well, see, certain flavors lend themselves very well to e-liquid. Blackjack is definitely one of them. Licorice,
well, if you want, send me your address and I'll send you that. You don't have to do a written review or anything like that. I just want to see your thoughts.
Absolutely, try it. I love licorice liquids as well. I do
see, that's
oh fuck! I've thrown myself under the bus now, haven't I? Yeah, I have all the best illegal mixers.
I've made the best licorice in the world.
Great!
Swirling his fine wine, cigar.
Oh, absolutely, try that.
Yeah.
I love trying anything.
I just want to see if you're going to taste it and go, yeah, you have put effort in, or no, it's trash. Because I love it.
If you love it and it tastes like blackjack to you, it will more than likely taste like blackjack. I'm talking about people like Moorish Puff, and that's probably my number one on my shit list. They sent me their entire range. Everything they did.
That's like.
And I think it was everything at the time, which was about 45.
Yeah.
And
they've got a lot bigger of late. Yeah.
Yeah, they have. I mean, I'm going back probably 3 years.
Yeah.
And out of the 45 bottles they had on the market, do you know how many actually tasted like what they're supposed to?
44. Oh, I'm going to say something that. Well, I was going to say like 10 or 5. No.
1. Shamrock Shake, mint milkshake. Literally the only thing you can't get wrong. The only one. The rest of them, I emailed them a very shitty email. Are you taking the piss with this range of liquids?
Yeah.
It was that bad. It's like, how can you sit around the table and say, we're going to release this because it tastes so good? How?
Yeah.
Nonsense. That's my hate. That's my biggest hate.
Yeah, no, I can appreciate that. We had originally 9 bottles in our range, and we pulled a couple because like we made them back when protect your coils, no sweetener, it was you were always trying to get the best coil life. And we realized after 2 years of them being out, they weren't what the market was looking for. They now want it to taste exactly like it. The sweetener level doesn't matter. You clean your coils, you get
people pour with coil gunk. They'll pour with coil gunk as long as the liquid is right.
Yeah. So we pulled them, and then sadly, just ended up not continuing manufacturing. So we now no longer make vape juice, but we've still got a couple bottles lying around here and there. Got a couple in a couple
emergency
of stores.
Supply.
Yeah. But I definitely do think that vaping has come leaps and bounds, but equally in the opposite direction as well, depending on the brand.
The plus side is honestly the skilled mixers that are breaking through to the retail world.
Yeah.
That's a massive plus at the minute. And there's quite a few of them, you know. There's some, and they are talented guys. I mean, to get a recipe right, these guys spend years on it, literally years on one flavour.
Yeah.
It's not something you can just fall into, definitely.
Oh, God, no. Christ, no. I can tell you that. I mean, I'm not the most skilled mixer by any stretch of the imagination, but I've spent 3 years on one flavour and I still can't nail it.
Well,
So,
I make flavors, and I was making one, and you can see it here. I haven't got a machine or anything. This is just how it's steeped. And it was apple, mango, and it was meant to be bubblegum.
Okay.
I accidentally, what did I put in, John? I put aniseed in instead of bubblegum by accident, and I put and I put another flavour in. And then when it had steeped, and I went to try it, I was like, whoa! But on the live, I was just like, yeah, filled it up. I need steeping a bit longer. I'll try a different flavour for now.
That's absolutely beautiful.
Best I've ever tried.
Yeah, and I just said to everyone, I was like, oh, nice, it's brilliant. And all the comments were like, that sounds horrid.
It definitely wasn't the nicest mixture of flavours on paper.
Yeah, there's one I didn't mention, actually, which I am vaping. Have you heard of Creed's Custard? Mustard. Of course you do. Kevin Reid is a very, very good friend of mine. He's in my...
Don't you know? Have you met the Prime Minister? Fucking hell.
No, well, Kevin, I mean, he's in my close circuit of friends, Kevin Reid. I always have his custard on the go. I have to mention it because if I don't, he'll kill me.
Fair play.
Do you mind if I just go for a piss?
I was going to say, yeah, go for it. Can you pause at that point?
There is no pausing. I did actually just have a look. It's start and stop. So we're just rolling.
How many minutes are we at?
We're currently at 51. So
51.
We're already into...
So I reckon when he comes back, we just say the last 5 or so minutes just to wrap it up, and then we've got 2 30-minute segments.
Yeah, well, what I'll do is if I hit stop record